Alright, so to build Montagem Supersonic in Minecraft like this, there's a few steps you need to go through. Like, as you can see, there's a lot of different parts to this and different instruments. So first, my build here is repeating, so it's infinitely repeating. The redstone signal goes back to yourself, so it'll never end. So here, when you place a redstone block, it activates this. It goes through all these chords. The chords are these. Also, I would recommend downloading the texture pack to see the notes and the amount of clicks you need to get in order to get to these notes. It's really helpful, and it's improved my build a lot once I downloaded this texture pack. And after this, I used wood for the base, and I think this one is emerald, which sounds like this. Hold on, sounds pretty good. For this, it's like the vocals in Montagem Supersonic. It's C, D, D sharp, and the notes are like this. And here. So in between here, there's for each of the you need two ticks, and for this you need 3 ticks. I added 2 repeaters for some reason, but you can just use one as a 3 tick, like this, instead of these 2, but both works. For this, it's 8th notes, so just 1 tick, and then it's the same for the rest, 3 ticks, 2 tick, 2 tick, and then that's 3 tick, and that's 1 tick. So for the bass, I made it go all the way back with, this is 1 tick, and then there's another one right here. So in all, this is 3 ticks. I just put it apart, so it's like actually the rest of them actually travels. So it goes back in here and then plays it again. The vocals for here, each of these is 3 ticks. I don't know why I added 2 repeaters, but you can just use one as this. They both work. And then go around here. I used a hay bale and gold, both of these here, and then all 3 ticks. And then for here, I calculated the amount of ticks that are in these 2, and then circled it back, and then added 3 more ticks back to here, so it's repeating. And then for here, it leads into the melody. I added 3 sounds. One is the emerald, the clay, and then gold, I think, or soul sand, sorry. So here I used 1 tick, and then the redstone leads here. They're all 1 tick, I think, yeah. So when the redstone comes through here, the 1 tick repeater, it goes here, and it goes back. It doesn't really matter what is here, it's just kind of as fast as possible, but as long as the redstone travels, it's fine. It powers this piston, which pushes it, and then deactivates itself, so it destroys the redstone, and then this doesn't do it anymore. So only activates once. Now here, it also leads into the melody, which I'll show later. But this is a vertical redstone staircase. It only works with glass and slabs. They both work. So the staircase leads up here into the drums. So stone is bass drum, like stone is bass drum, and sand is snare drum. So it sounds like this. That's snare drum and bass drum. So I use the same rhythm as over here. So there's the dot dot dot, and then it's 2 ticks, 2 ticks, 3 ticks. So it goes dot 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 dot. And then for here, I just did each other note, other note, and then for the snare drum. But you can do whatever rhythm you like. And then I lead it up here, so it'll infinitely do it, and then send another signal up here to do the snare drums. For the melody, I used hay bells, I think it's cowbell sound. Yep, like that. And then the notes, like this. So the top number is the amount of times you have to click in order to get to that note. And then here I added a chord. You can add the chord if you want, but the middle one is what matters the most. You don't need all the chords, so yeah, you can just add that. Note that this is a G with a D, and that's B with a G. This is wandering tree here. Anyways, so for this, also the same thing. You only need these two notes. Not those aren't needed. And then C, G sharp, all of these. Same here. Don't need this one. Just this one is fine. I added this for harmony. And then this 2 all the way to here, and this chord as well. Only the G and the B are needed. These two aren't really needed. And then here, you can add like extra stuff like bells if you want, like here, you know, to make a dramatic effect, but it doesn't really sound as good in my opinion. So the repeaters are the rest in between. This is 1 tick. Actually, I think that's 2 ticks. This is 1 tick, 3 tick, 4 ticks, 2 ticks, and then this I just build a platform so it doesn't connect to this redstone. And then this is 3 ticks. This is, or actually that's 4 ticks. This is 2 ticks, 1 tick. That's 3 ticks, 4 ticks, 1 tick. Or that's 2 tick, 2 tick. And then around with 2 ticks, 2 ticks, 1 tick, 3 ticks, 4 ticks. You don't have to build this exactly how I did, as long as the redstone connects to each other. And then here we got, yeah, so 4 ticks, 2 ticks. This is 3 ticks or 4 ticks, and then 2 ticks, 1 tick, 3 ticks, 4 ticks, and then 2 ticks. 2 ticks, 2 ticks, and then around here this is also 2 ticks. Oopsies. So altogether it sounds like this. You can also use different sounds if you like. It doesn't really matter. I've got a bunch of sounds here. You can use like these. You can search online whichever sound you like the most. And then just gotta activate this. Yeah, as you can see I messed up the tick and then the whole song will mess up. So the tick is really important. You gotta get the exact amount of ticks right, or else the whole song will be messed up. So this is a repeating one, so you can like get rid of the drums, change the rhythm as much as you like. It doesn't matter as long as like it's like whatever you prefer. You can get rid of the drums if you don't like it. Use different sounds, different harmonies, melodies. Change it as long as you like it. And yeah, pretty much it. So if you want only the chords for like the first maybe 2 measures, you can just do this as long as you break the rest of it. And then once you want the melody to come in, and there you go. Use 1 more measure and then place it here. Automatically breaks and then starts the whole song. So yeah.